Hey everybody, welcome back to We Can't Pick a Title podcast. This is your good buddy JT over here.
And this is BG.
Yay! Hi BG.
Hi, how's it going?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Pretty good.
Yay! I got distracted by the carrot cake box there.
Oh, it was pretty tasty. I ate mine already.
I forgot what was in there. I was like,
Yeah?
what's in the white
You're
takeout
like,
box there?
I hope it's a hamburger.
It kind of looks like a hamburger box. Carrot cake's good too, though.
It was delicious.
That'll be good after the little recording of the podcast.
Yeah. Treats to pizza.
How's everybody out there doing? How was your week? I expect an answer every time I ask that. You know, somebody in the bushes to do like oh, we're good, yay. You know, but that might actually be pretty creepy anyway.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, it'd probably just freak me out. Actually, who the fuck is that in the bushes?
Exactly. It's like you're gonna probably get prickles in there. There's a lot of blackberries.
No, I'm okay with that. That's not what I'm worried about. The prowler getting hurt with in the blackberries. And I guess if they're fans, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans of the podcast.
Yeah.
Do we want prowler creepers?
Well, I don't want them getting hurt.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny anybody to be the audience either. I guess if fans are fans, they'll take them.
You know, no dicks.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No dicks. Prowlers, you know, okay. Those innocent prowlers that are just in for support and praise.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of deal. Yeah. You
Just looking for good times.
This is prowlers and creepers usually are.
Yeah.
You know, good times for them anyway. So I had a little burpee there. I had a drink of lemonade over here.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you're having for wetting your whistle today?
Wetting my whistle.
Might as well.
The old Minute Maid lemonade, as they say.
Oh.
Frozen concentrated type stuff in the can tube thing, you know. The old tube.
Tube cans?
Yeah, well, no. They're cardboard, I guess, on the outside.
Yeah.
You know the type. The old zip tie kind of.
Like not
type.
like you're going to make Pillsbury Doughboy stuff out of it.
No, that might not
Just
be good.
Juice.
Yeah,
Right.
just juice. Yeah,
Okay.
lemonade.
You don't have to bake it in the oven.
No,
Okay.
you wouldn't want to. I mean, it might be good.
Well, it might burn.
I'm sure somebody...
Keep it at a low temperature. Might be nice on some chicken.
What's that smell in here? I'm just baking some lemonade. No big whoop.
Yeah. I used a little bit of it, just didn't have any lime juice, and I was using it for like a peanut satay recipe, so I just used a little spoonful of frozen
Of
lemon.
the concentrate stuff?
Yeah, the
oh,
frozen
nice.
lemon stuff.
Oh, there you go. A hot tip for everybody out there.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
The lime juice was way better the next time we had a lime, but you
It
know,
was good, though. I don't know if I would have even noticed if you hadn't said
complained
anything.
that I didn't have a lime and had to
Bitched
use
and complained about
yeah,
no limes. No, first of all, my fresh limes.
first world problems.
Yeah. Well, probably lots of limes in the third world, depending where it is, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Although they ship them all up to first world countries, so I don't know if they leave any for themselves,
I don't know.
kind of deal. I don't know if that's how it works.
Maybe people just have them growing in the trees like we have apples here.
Yeah. Like when we went to Texas, I wanted to go and just start plucking oranges off the trees. I thought
Yeah.
that might not be
I
the
was
best
like,
idea.
Yeah, we might get shot. We'll just buy some.
Yeah. Tends to be a lot of open carried guns in Texas, you know.
Just a few.
Yeah. You know, go after us snowflake Canadians. Snowbirds.
I don't think I'm a snowbird.
No, that's no. I
Those are
guess,
people that go back and forth every year.
yeah, and seniors. I think it's usually seniors.
Usually it's seniors because they're retired and can go back and forth every year.
Right. They fly back and forth, I guess,
Yeah.
is the snowbirds kind of thing.
Pretty sure
Right.
that's where it comes from.
And in the winter, like their winter,
Yeah.
right? Where it's still, it's
Yeah,
warmer
you
than it
fly
is up
somewhere
here.
Nice in the wintertime.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going
A
to
little
go
warmer
down to Tejas,
on the arthritis.
SS arthritis. Is that what you...
No, I said it's a little warmer on your arthritis.
Oh. I said
Yeah.
go down there on your arthritis. 'Cause I was talking about flying and stuff.
Oh.
It's like, oh.
Well, some people sail down there. I don't know if you'd call your boat that.
That's
but
such a great name
you're
for a
like-
boat.
you might want to get some deckhands.
And some lotion.
Worried about not being able to get the rigging done.
Everything has like, suicide knobs for easier turning, and you don't have to crank on anything. Easy open lids, foolproof lids.
Probably.
Not foolproof. What's the word I'm looking for? Kid-proof? Child-proof?
Oh. Keep those child fools off your damn boat.
Oh, speaking of arthritis.
You got some for your aching bones?
Got our weed this week. In this segment of What's in Your Bowl?
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll come up with a little structure for the old podcast,
Will we?
I don't know.
Probably
just
not.
for today, anyway.
Oh, okay. Nobody told me, so I'm just winging it.
Arthritis.
Oh, yeah?
The weed we're smoking is Granddaddy Purple, or Granddaddy Purps, or...
I've heard it's a nice bud to trim. They're nice and big and dense.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. They are nice and good and dense buds, that's for sure.
There you go.
Yeah. So, I don't know if anybody wants to know, but according to the old internet machine, I typed it in there, and it says Granddaddy Purple is an indica marijuana strain that goes by many different names, including Granddaddy Purp, Granddaddy Purps, GDP, and Granddaddy Purple Kush. And she's yawning over there. She's bored already.
Yep.
It says it was popularized in 2003 by Ken Estes. Granddaddy Purple is a famous indica cross of Mendo Purps, skunk, and Afghanistan.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
crazy, right?
Fancy little blend.
Moreover, I really enjoyed how easily it is to find weed info on the internet now. Like back in the day, you really have to dig and...
You'd be like, worried you're going to go to jail because you're like, how do I roll a joint?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, clear your browsing history after. Yeah, how to roll a joint. But now it's like, where was it? Is Granddaddy Purple good for you? Is Granddaddy Purple good for anxiety? Does Granddaddy Purple make you sleepy? Is it a creeper? Yeah, speaking of creepers and prowlers, there you go, see?
That's what...
Is it good for pain? Yeah. So, maybe we should try some.
Try it out. See
and
what
just
happens.
see, if it helps the old arthritis.
I don't think either one of us actually have arthritis, but...
I'm definitely getting some of my fingers and knuckles and stuff, but...
All right.
Don't
want to brag?
I don't know I don't want to brag, but,
There goes your knitting.
No!
Cancel all those knitting orders you guys had for next Christmas.
No, keep them coming now while my hands are still working.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. All right. Cool. Good to know.
Then I'll just knit like crazy, for the next year. And then everything on my hands will just seize right up and become the claw.
They won't lake right up?
They won't what? Seize right up.
Seas, lakes, rivers right up?
Ocean right up. Oh, Bobby Jean and her puns.
Good jokes.
RS. Jokes. Yokes all day.
So that one just put you into full relapse?
Yeah. Apparently I just went into full. Well, it helped with anxiety and maybe a little sleepy. It said
spacing out.
Said something about euphoria.
Spacing out. Or eating Doritos.
It says, be warned, this is a creeper of a strain. It's literally packed with myrcene, that terpene that amplifies the sedating effects of marijuana.
Is that the stuff you put on fries in England?
Well, that does sound good.
Oh.
Go for some terpene right now.
Myrcene?
Or some
Myrcene?
I think terpene.
Is that a lamp?
Myrcene.
Kerosene. Myrcene. Something different.
Yeah.
I got distracted, you guys.
It happens.
Squirrel!
It's that Granddaddy Purp. It does say something here about distraction.
Huh.
No, it doesn't say that at all. No. It says making you ultra relaxed and somewhat drowsy. So we'll see how long this lasts.
That's what that was. This is just like a little mini nap there.
Yeah. Like ASMR of us snoring in the background. I think they legit fell asleep. That must have been some good weed. That'd be hilarious.
They're waiting for the secret song at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's how they know it's
like on
over.
Albums. You'd fall asleep listening to an album, and then like Tool, 25 minutes later or something, all of a sudden some other song will come on, and it'll be like... You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, was it Tool? Yeah, it was on Tool, and it was like a weird, it was... It'd make like a weird noise. Maybe it was Primus. One of those ones where it was like 3 hours later, all of a sudden you'd be just racked out hard, and this crazy loud song comes on. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that Tool album that did that. That one freaked me out. I think it was like the one with the carrots.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the Armageddon.
Because they're going for the carrots or the...
Yeah, because the harvesting of the carrots.
The carrot apocalypse.
Yeah.
This kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't a great one to listen to when you're, like, biking to work, because you'd have, like, that 28 minutes with, like, nothing going on, and I just had, like, my backpack, or my Discman all the way into my backpack, because, yeah, I didn't want it to get fucking wet when I was riding my bike 45 minutes to work.
Fucking Discman.
Yep.
So funny, eh?
Yeah, now it's all, like, super easy to switch songs.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody just has it on their phone.
Well, and on your bike, you still wouldn't want to pull out your phone, I guess.
Probably
songs,
not. No, I was like whipping down the highway.
But you could write yourself a playlist, or set yourself up a playlist now. Write yourself, you know.
You could write it out.
Yeah, biking to work playlist.
Let's see if you guys can hear the cat purring.
Nope.
Not really. Like, seemed like a little sniff sound, but I don't know if it'll pick it up. Anyway, Beastie's back, and he's upset that the lights are bright, but he's enjoying being petted.
Oh, you know. Yeah.
Beastie says, "Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi."
He's not high, but...
No. He just comes in afterwards and then, like, warms his paws on my leg because he's like, "My paws are cold from being outside, you guys." He got into a couple kitty cat fights. I think last week I told you there was a cat fight, and he's got a few more new scabs, and he's been sleeping under my craft station. He's, moving around and stuff okay. I haven't found any big owies or anything, but lots of little scratches.
He says,
and he usually sleeps.
Big scars.
He usually sleeps on the bed with me for a little bit at night, but he's just been sleeping under my little workstation chair. But he'll let me move the chair out of the way and pick him up and carry him into the living room once the wood stove's going in the morning.
Yeah, once it's warm enough out here.
Early afternoon, I bring him out and plop him on his pillow, and then he sort of flattens out.
He's got it pretty rough, that cat, that's for sure.
He's doing okay.
Yeah.
Besides his little owies. Poor fella. Nobody cares. They're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Cats aren't cute.
Anybody still out there? Any cat people?
Yeah.
Cat or dog people? Any platypus people out there? That's when, everybody's like, "Are you a cat or a dog person?"
Platypus?
Platypus. That sounds awesome. That'd be like a, gender fluid superhero kind of thing.
What?
Platypus. You know what I mean? It'd be like a...
Not sure how it...
person that got like...
pertains to genders.
Oh, because it's a person.
Oh, because it's neutral.
Yeah, it's not Superman or Batgirl or anything. It's just your typical zookeeper working in a platypus section when truckload of radioactive sewage happens to come by and spill, get into an accident. The driver was probably drunk, most likely, and spilled over, and just as she happened to be
splashed up,
administering care to a platypus, big splash of radiation.
Does the platypus also turn part human, or?
Well, I was thinking more it just gets vaporized by raw sewage and turned into mush, kind of thing. But the powers, it's more like a Highlander kind of thing.
Oh.
She gains the power of the platypus as it dies.
There's only like a finite amount, and so she has to pass it on.
Yes, she actually has to go out and kill other platypuses to gain power still somehow. Okay. It's a weird twist. It's full of twists, this one.
She's actually like the bad guy, but...
Well, she turned, it's one of those broken hero kind of things.
As far as the platypus are concerned.
Yeah, because she still goes after the sewage corporation, or the radiation corporation, radio corp, they call them, and they're bad. They're bad dudes. So she goes after them, but has to kill platypuses in order to go after them.
Huh.
So
to charge up.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's a tough choice she has to make.
And so, what kind of, platypus abilities does she have when she does?
She's, really slick fur.
Excellent swimmer.
Really good swimmer.
Back
that's
fur
for
gets,
sure.
Real soft.
Yeah, she can secrete milk, because I think platypuses have milk. And they have poison barbs on them, too, that are, I think pretty deadly poisonous, actually.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody knew that, but... They, I think it's like a dew claw on a dog. Mm-hmm. I think they have them there.
Like a rooster.
Little spur kind of things. And they're I think pretty deadly.
Huh. Okay. I'll try not to.
I might look that up, but I'm pretty sure.
I'll try not to wrestle any platypus. Wasn't there a music video
Oh, yeah.
Platypus? Well, it's a rap, too, isn't it?
The old teacher, the old math teacher.
Yeah?
Was he a math teacher?
What's the song? All Hail the Platypus? Or no? What is
it? Captain Platypus or something?
No.
Power Platypus?
Something
like that.
Yeah, we'll look it up. Wheeler, Wheeler, tell us.
We'll have to look it up,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, Wheeler.
Mr. Wheeler.
Another guy that got zapped in the lightning strike of the Corrupted shoot.
Oh, right.
Did I tell
He was
that story?
holding
We've
the
talked
boom.
about the Corrupted movie, but I don't know if I've told the story
I
about
don't
the
know
actual lightning.
Yeah, I think we got to it and then
Yeah, hey. Well, he was the cable operator that ran between the boom mic, the boom operator.
Which is like the microphone.
The microphone, yeah, it's like on a big tall stick, big metal boom thing. And so Walsh had that in his hands, and we had taken the boom down because of issues. We saw lightning like way off in the distance, but it was way off in the distance.
Across the lake?
Yeah, and we had like 10, 15 minutes left to shoot.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's fucking do it. Let's get her done.
Yep.
So we pulled the boom mic down just as a precaution kind of thing, and then, yeah, that was crazy. Literally, as soon as we hit...
But the lightning had already, seen you guys and,
sensed us, yeah. Like, we'll change these guys' lives forever.
Yep.
So, yeah, Wheeler, he actually had, burn marks across his hands because he was holding onto the cable. And so the lightning came down, hit the tree, arced out of the tree, went into the boom mic, went through Walsh, through the cable, and then to the cameraman. And he was wearing happened to be wearing a metal suit, so that's always fun.
Oh, right, rigging to hold the camera
Yeah, like
up.
a steady cam or glide cam suit.
Jeez Louise.
So that, basically...
No wonder he was the favorite for the lightning. You're so magnetic.
I just remember after they go what happened to the camera? How's the camera?
Rental?
It was good, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, rental.
Pitched it.
Yeah,
It was a red one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good little camera.
Pitched it into the dirt. He's like, it's good still, and yeah.
Well, yeah, if he'd have held on to it, it probably would have been even worse. Just all
for
that
sure.
extra metal and everything else.
Yeah, well, it's just heavy.
Yeah.
And everything, too, and yeah. I think he was worried about the footage and everything, too, and the whole camera being screwed up, because he was, magnetized to the ground. He could still feel himself, full of electricity in his suit. He had to, almost, force himself and, jump off the ground. And he would jump 2 or 3 feet to get a bit of a disconnect. Then he could feel himself, he said, charging back up and sticking back to the ground every time he'd land. So he'd have to jump away again. And then once he got far enough away from the vicinity, then it just sort of slowly dissipated. He could really feel it.
Because lightning comes from the ground, doesn't it? It doesn't come from the sky?
It meets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it meets sort of...
It's like a meet cute.
Yeah, there's an arc that comes from the ground and from the sky and meets about 2/3 of the way down. Give or take. It's a meet cute. It's a lightning meet cute. Aww. It's so cute. There's billions of joules of energy.
Yeah.
Aww.
Could have been any one of us.
Yeah, so that was crazy.
Yeah, and you guys just went right back to work after that? Or what did you do?
No, we took the next day off.
Oh, okay.
And
did you guys go to the hospital? Or
yeah, we went to the hospital that night. And it was just crazy pouring rain. And it was so nuts because we had just gone through the town before. And we're driving through looking for something else, the gas station or something. And I drove by and we saw the hospital. I was like, oh, there's the hospital. Okay, that's probably good to know. And then literally the next night,
we
needed it. And I knew right exactly where to go. Go here, go here, go here, here. But driving, because the rain was so heavy and hard that we could only go 30K on the highway. Wow. Otherwise, we'd just start hydroplaning and it was just crazy. So I'm just yelling at Donald. Yelling at Donald, who's driving, and he's I'm just come on, go faster. He's I can't go any faster. And you could just feel us just floating on the water,
just kill you guys all
man.
On the way there.
And I mean, by the time we got there, they were all 3 dudes were basically fine. They just needed checkups and everything else.
Was it a 45-minute drive, or how far were you guys from town?
Well, normally it was only maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Tops kind of deal.
Driving the speed limit?
Driving the speed limit, because half of it was highway driving. Okay. But yeah, it probably took us a good half hour at least, or more.
Fucking nightmare.
Oh, it was brutal. I just remember because I had my dad's truck, and the back seat was just full of my laptop and everything precious that I wanted saved and locked up, but I needed on me. I couldn't have back of the trailers or anything, And so I just reefed it. I just opened up the back seat because I'm not freaking out, but I'm
Well, their lives
I'm in that
could
mode.
be at
That's
stake.
exactly right. So I'm just like, just shuffled everything out. And then it wasn't until a few hours later, I was like, oh shit, my laptop was all in there and everything and had everything on it. And then
What do you
found
mean?
out the
So
next
that
day.
was the vehicle you guys were driving?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were in Donald's car.
No, when
Okay.
my dad's truck, and then we packed everybody, like, threw a couple people in the back seat, and then hauled ass there, and yeah.
Did somebody seal your stuff and pick it up?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Robin or Ashley, one of the good, the first AD people or somebody, grabbed
After.
my laptop and
Well,
grabbed
you'd be
everything.
just
and,
feeling
yeah.
fucking helpless.
Well, and they were all just like wondering
And
because
now everybody's gone.
yeah, and there was like the cell service was out, I think, too, and so there was just like no info back and forth. And,
everybody was able to get into the truck of their own volition or whatever, like under their own power.
yeah, we basically like walked them over there because they were all like
frazzled.
It like you just got punched in the face 100 times really quick.
Yeah.
It's
Still hit
and
by
in
lightning.
the chest and in the legs and in the everything.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It knocked me back. That was at one of my biggest. I bet I was 400 pounds, give or take, and it knocked me back 6 feet easy.
And you weren't holding on to anything. You were just in near them.
I was standing beside Walsh, the boom operator. I was standing like literally like pretty much right beside him, and then it just like it was so weird because you heard it, and then I woke up on the ground. Not woke up, but like, you sort of like, whoa, when everything goes black, when you get hit really hard or something happens, you almost blink,
Did you have
kind of
the
deal.
hyper centipede and pass out?
Oh my!
You got the vapors.
You got the vapors, yeah. What happened? Oh, you guys! It was chaos though. It was just screaming and crying and what the fuck's going on? And oh my god, where are you? And where are you? And because it killed the lights, everything. So it was just super dark, right? And that's the plan was. We waited for a dark night. So it looked scarier, and it was just, it was pretty
scary.
Yeah,
you guys got the scary part.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely scary. So then we had a 17-day shooting time window, and we lost basically pretty much a full day.
The next day,
the whole next day, and then even I think the day after that, it sort of took a while to get everybody back, and
because some people leave.
Everybody came back. There were some people whose parents showed up, came there.
Yeah.
And my parents showed up. Actually, that was pretty cool. And then the one girl, she just said she had to go back and see her mom. She's like, I don't care, whatever it is, whatever happens, I have to go back and see my mom. And we weren't. If I'd have betted at the time, I would have said she wasn't coming back. Mm-hmm. But it was awesome because she understood that it's a whole shoot. If she doesn't come back, then we're all screwed.
Yeah.
Sort of deal.
Can't come back out and do it. Everything's coming together at that time in this little window to do it all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not like, we'll pick it up on set later.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll circle back in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Next year when the ground's like minus 35.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a good time.
Oh, yeah?
So in the credits at the end of the movie, we put no animals were harmed in the making of this movie, but these 3 became burnt toast because I took a picture of the 3 guys in their underwear all in the emergency room after and everything. And I just remember the nurses. I got so mad at the nurses, but now looking back and even within a half hour, I'd calmed down enough to realize they're doing their job. They see this kind of shit every day, even way worse.
They didn't need
Nobody
your
was
fucking
bleeding
drama in there.
I went in there just like,
you're like, I'm the producer!
God, they all were struck by lightning, they need help. And they're all walking in on their own power, kind of deal. So she's like, oh, okay. Holy fuck, when fucking. And she's like, okay, well, we don't need the language, that's for sure. And she was just super calm the whole time. I'm like, oh, you gotta get your shit together, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, okay, sir. Calm down. We don't need any of that kind of language here. And if you're going to continue the language, then you can just go. We'll take your friends and we'll do what we're going to do. It was just like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay.
Just diffused you?
It's just completely like, right. Okay. And, they were like, I thought about it, like, they've seen way worse, probably even that night, possibly. Yeah. Kind of deal. It's like, oh, okay, right. You're not helping, pal. Kind of deal. So,
take your bullshit energy and go have a little meditation there, punk.
Yeah.
I get that you're the producer and this all comes down on your shoulders and they're your friends that are doing you a solid being there, but
the swearing isn't getting the job done.
No.
So that was a good realization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't always help.
learned lots of lessons on that one.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
What's that show called again? Did you want to plug it?
The Corrupted, the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I plugged it, I don't know, a couple episodes ago, too.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, yeah, it was a fun
Check it out if you
fun
want.
shoot. I wasn't even planning on telling that story at all. I just sort of got off on a little tangent. It's good weed, I guess.
I guess.
It's that granddaddy purp that I like.
Yeah, get you telling all the stories from the war.
Nostalgia from the war.
You know, your war
That
stories.
time that me and Buzz and Bronx and Brooklyn and
I don't know what
Long Island and all the other soldier names that I can't quite come up with, you know.
Yeah.
Digstown. No, I think that's a Louis Gossett Jr. movie.
That's a show.
It's a good movie, though.
Is it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Are you
actually.
segueing into The Medicine Man?
Oh, yeah, the 90s movies. I am
He's
now.
calling her Bronx?
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. Oh, Medicine Man from 1992, I think it said. Mm-hmm. Sean Connery, Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah, okay.
Took me a while because I was like, I know it's not the girl from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but similar look. And
similar look.
Same era, so they had the same French braid with claw bangs.
Yeah, and Lorraine Bracco, I always know her as like a, what's the word? A brunette?
Oh,
I always want to say black hair, but apparently that's not the right thing. Sorry, I'm just going to look up here because I thought that Lorraine Bracco did Marge Simpson's voice for some reason.
Oh.
And I'm not sure why I thought that for a long time, but it's not.
Okay,
No.
so it's false information. So all those friends that you argued with, you're like, sorry, that's a take back.
It's a bit of a take back, yeah. Just
Okay.
Sorry guys, for all of you that went out and
You're
thought
right.
I was right and told other people that I was right about that.
Yeah, just because your voice is loud.
No, I didn't actually tell
You
anybody
threw
that. I
some
don't
swears.
think. I just after watching it the other night, I was like, "Is she the voice of Marge Simpson for some reason?"
Is that
I
why
wanna say
your eyes
yes,
were
but-
closed so much of it?
Yeah, for
Towards
sure.
the
Trying
end?
to picture the voice and everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then you'd like open your eyes again. You're like, no, don't think it's her.
Yeah. Well, I'm studying the film
Yeah,
You know,
listening
from-
to the voices.
from the inside of my eyeballs,
Yeah.
eyelids.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That's.
The head
you gotta-
flapping back and forth is of no consequence. That's like just for...
Yeah, it's more like a nodding of approval, like, "Oh yes, I enjoy this movie."
Yeah,
Okay.
and the startled look
And
is
they're
like,
"Oh, that
the
was
realization that,
wow!
yeah,
What a good film this is!
Yeah.
Amazing cinematography.
it's not that you're startled awake.
No.
No.
It's not that I fell asleep on the couch at all.
No,
You know.
it never happens.
No.
No.
I never need like a weird neck pillow kind of thing, or else, you know,
But they make you sweaty.
it's true. What doesn't make me sweaty?
Ice cubes.
I think we talked about that already. It's a short list of what doesn't make me sweaty.
Yep.
I was thinking about Medicine Man and all the boobs on it.
There was lots of boobs.
There was plenty of titties
And some butts.
and plenty of butts.
Yeah, was it shot in Brazil?
Yeah, I assume. I didn't actually look it up, but it said something about special thanks to like the Brazilian. Oh no, yeah, Brazilian
To the waxers?
Indian. Yeah, it's waxers. Yeah, keeping everybody.
No, they had little loinclothy things for the
I
front.
don't think South Americans grow too much body hair anyway, do they?
Maybe
a thing?
that's why they call it a Brazilian wax.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll have to look that
Because
up
a
now.
Brazilian wax is when you get your lady part.
All gone?
Yeah, no hair.
No hair at all.
No landing
Right.
strip or...
What's the? Is it landing
Artistic.
strip? Is it
That-
bikini wax? Is that
A
like
bikini
a?
wax is like just like your thighs, kind of like upper thighs where it joins on.
Oh, I see.
Up to that. And sometimes
Oh, okay.
they'll tidy up that area a bit
Okay,
more.
it's not necessarily just like a whoop little strip.
They don't like make it look like a bikini top at the bottom.
It's not like a little
little
triangle
triangles.
kind of thing. With,
Two triangles
you
at
know,
the
maybe
top.
some cool flames or something going up it.
Maybe if you got a real dense bush, they could do stuff like that for you.
Well, you know me, old Dense Bush Thompson. They used to call me
1970s style.
back in the war.
Yeah.
Hey, Dense Bush, bring that machine gun over here.
Yeah. Some people
Man, I
are
really
graced
want-
with more floof.
Hey, what can I say? I really want that to be my nickname
Kind of
now.
sparse, so I was always envious of like the people that had like a real merkin looking thing down there.
Old school style.
You make a cat sound. Because it's just looks like kitty. Yeah.
It's going to get you.
Yes. Dense and fluffy like kitty hair.
You got to sort of like part the C's a little bit.
I guess I've never dealt with it.
Just see what's in there. Sort of
Everybody
Indiana Jones it a little bit, you know.
Oh, maybe.
Kind of, you know. Raid the tomb, as it were.
Oh. Some euphemisms there. We just watched The Amateurs, which is a wonderful, heartfelt movie about a small town that decides to make a porno. But it's like a happy ending, and it's like, but not that kind of happy ending, and you don't actually see any sex, and it's actually a really, really sweet movie.
It's pretty awesome. It's really funny.
It's got Jeff Daniels in it. If you get the chance, or you can, or you can.
Bridges. Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, right? Yeah. He's in it. He's phenomenal.
And Ted Danson and
Ted Danson's
Joe Pantoliano
character is
and Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Lots of great, like, 90s actors.
Yeah. William Fichtner.
Yeah.
He's awesome in there.
It's all really well written, and then the voiceover's, like, really well done, too.
I love it, because it's like, it's me a little bit.
Well,
without the town.
Because you got to make a movie.
Well, I literally got to make a movie with the help of the town.
And your friends.
You know, and my friends, and us just sort of building it. And
it's like, this person wants to write it, and they're writing it.
Yeah.
And, this person's getting the money, and
Well, and that, like, the guy, Jeff Bridges, his character in there, he's always trying something different, something new.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes it really doesn't work out, and people get hurt, or not hurt, but
I think
fucked
he's
over a little bit or
desk
whatever.
Peeing on somebody in one of the montages.
That's just his normal job.
Of him just not enjoying the job that he worked at.
I never quite went that far with some of my jobs, but I wanted to, maybe.
You had better manners.
No, it was never that bad.
Yeah, your parents,
it was always just like...
Parents wouldn't have been like, no.
Most times it was like, I know this isn't my career. I'm not doing this for a long time, so why invest any more time into it?
Yeah.
Kind of deal, which is not the best attitude, I guess, but...
Yeah, it's better than getting all possessive at your job.
And that's not to say I can't. The job that I just leaving and transitioning from, I was working for 5 years. Yeah. So it's not that it's not in me, it's just...
You didn't pee on any desks?
I don't think so. Not on purpose. Anyway.
Wait, you were peeing on desks?
I like European desks.
Oh, they are lovely.
Is that what you
said? Yeah. I'm very worldly that way. I like to have them imported.
Ooh, fancy.
Yep.
European desks. I like it. Huh.
What other furniture do you like?
I like European chairs and, all kinds of peeing. As long as I'm not rushing out to get the furniture. Holy shit. That just... Crash and burn! Huh.
This part isn't scripted.
How can you tell? Holy crap, that was bad.
Oh my
god. I knew it was going to be bad, but I sort of had to keep going down that path.
Yeah, well, and that's,
It's, maybe that's a bit of an analogy.
A learning lesson for me.
That I keep going down...
Wait, what?
Bad paths?
Just not set you up for that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's
cool. I won't throw the ball over to you as much. It's okay. You're like getting further and further outfield every time you smoke some of that.
Just a little bit away.
Yeah.
We'll have another one here soon. I was just thinking of the Workaholics when he's rapping and snapping and passing on the mic. I'm going to pass the mic to Adam. I don't really want the mic because none of them can really rap at all, so none of them want the mic. It's so awesome. Rapping, snapping. I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to pass the mic to Blake. They just keep passing the mic back and forth because none of them can rap.
Workaholics.
Yeah, I'll just keep doing that. If I can't come up with anything, I'll just be like, what do you think about that, PG?
Huh?
See? Then you got to take the ball and run with it. I think that's some sports kind of term.
I think you probably shouldn't pee on furniture.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
What if that's your thing? What if it's like a glass coffee table and
to move out.
That's your kink? Well, not you specifically or me specifically. I'm just saying.
If people want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't feel great about it because of the cleanup. situation, and if it's not like fully
Right.
cleaned up, then that's gonna leave a smell.
Probably lay down some plastic, I guess.
I don't know. It's just not a practical thing for me, so that's why I haven't,
Growing up, I
gotten into
heard a
those
story
kinks.
about a guy who had a glass coffee table, and he liked his wife to
whiz on it.
straddle the coffee table, and then he would lay underneath the coffee table and watch her whiz on the table. So I was always like,
Seems like once it got splashing, it'd be hard to see.
oh, good point. He'd like a fucking squeegee or some windshield wiper.
Or something. I don't know, like a little windshield wiper on the top so that you can keep seeing it happen.
I love the bird's sigh on that
Once
one.
it pools up, I don't think I'd be able to see very good.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to reach up and quip smearing it with your hand. Quip. What's the word I'm going for?
Maybe
Keep smearing it.
Maybe you should pass that bowl to me
Okay, here
instead
you go.
of not smoking it. And
I just need a drink of water.
just need some water.
I was talking too much.
So thirsty.
Gulp. Bowl break. That's bad. I was trying to do that nice classical music song.
With just your mouth.
With just, yeah, and not very well. Didn't put much into it. The song was I singing earlier that I really liked and turned out pretty okay. Can't remember what it was
Happy
now.
birthday?
Oh, that's... That'd be a weird song just to
get really
random
good
singing
at?
in your head and get really good at. You just walk around your house singing happy birthday. That'd be hilarious. That'd be so fucking weird.
Karaoke. Just go up for happy birthday for karaoke.
I would automatically call the cops on somebody that I saw doing that. Just walking around their house singing happy birthday all
if it's their
over and
birthday?
over again. Okay, I'll give it. Still.
What if it's a loved one that
no.
can't be there with them?
They definitely have people in their basement that aren't supposed to be there.
Really?
Yeah, I would guarantee that. I'm calling that shot right now.
Just gonna check the bottom windows just in case. Just straight up call the cops.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, but then I don't want the cops called on me.
Yeah, that's
It's like,
true.
hey, somebody's snooping around my windows. He looks like a creeper.
Every time you sing happy birthday, god damn it. Suddenly got a reputation for being a creepy song. I mean, if you put it in your ice cream truck and drive around like that, it might.
Happy birthday.
Oh, with the batteries a little low?
Oh, yeah, that's super creepy. Like that fish that I had, remember? The fish thing that comes out of the wall, the big mouth billy bass or whatever.
The walleye?
I get what you're saying. Because it's on a wall, hangs on a wall, the walleye.
That's the brand.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Actual
That's the
brand.
brand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. I just remember when the batteries were starting to go on it, and you'd click on it, and then, take me to the river.
Ooh.
It was just super creepy.
Not
Brutal. I never wanted to change the batteries because it was weirder while it was dying.
It's just
Yeah.
scary
Just
sounding fish.
kill me. That poor fish. So I had a thing.
Like growth or?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, yes.
Oh,
I mean, yes, and.
really?
Yes, and it was lovely, and it started talking to me.
And then you woke up.
It asked me a question. It said, if you didn't have to pay for one thing for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Gold.
Oh, you stole my answer! You suck.
Jason sent me notes ahead
That's
of
it.
time, just with like
I'm
a
outta
little
here.
list of like, hey, here's a few points we could go on, and his was gold, and I was like, fuck, that's a good answer.
You stole my answer.
This is a smart one. Okay, what was the question again?
But my other answer was going to be more wishes.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you wish for more wishes, but...
So what's the...
So if you didn't have to pay for one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? You know, I always think of what's the loopholes. That's why I said gold. You know, because if you didn't have to pay for gold, then you don't have to pay for anything. I can just be like, can I have some more gold, please? And then I could pay for whatever I want with that. Gold's pretty universal. You know, I could buy, like, alien ships with it, even.
Maybe.
That's where my mind goes.
Maybe. I would think food
Yeah. Hey?
or shelter.
But with gold,
Then you can buy those anyway.
I could just build a shelter out of gold.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but then you gotta defend it.
That's a good point. But I could pay for an army. A golden army. Oh, now we're Hellboy. I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else out there got any things? Yeah.
You know, I always think that, like, my thing was always, like, with a genie or anything like that, is like, oh, you get your 3 wishes, but you can't wish for more wishes. Mm-hmm. So I always said that I would just wish for, like, an amulet or something that I can carry around with me.
That would give you infinity wishes.
That would give me infinity wishes, you know, or as much power. And then they stole it on Aladdin, where he's like, I just want the power that you have.
Yeah, and then
that was always going to be my thing.
Bitty living space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
then you wind up in the genie bottle.
Another lesson learned. Like, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They got thousands and thousands of years to think up these loopholes.
Yeah.
To be creative with it.
But the inside of that lamp print seemed pretty sweet, though, too. You know, you could really make it what you want.
Get your solitude.
Bit of a man cave, genie cave.
Yeah, as long
kind
as
of thing.
you still had
you know
your shows, you'd probably be just fine. Macaroni.
As long as I could still...
Shows and macaroni.
Shows and macaroni.
Maybe some Coca-Cola.
I like it. Shows and macaroni podcast.
And weed.
Oh right.
And
Yeah.
paper.
Otherwise, yeah, they're fucking...
Toilet paper.
The lamp would just be shaking. Bang, bang. What's all that pounding? It sounds like somebody hammering on brass or something.
It's just
Let me out of
forging
this
in there.
fucking thing. Blow a hoot in here at least every now and then. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my thing.
Oh, that's a cool thing.
Yeah. I got other things, but...
What's your thing?
It's more of a, you know, how do you know? Or what do you know? I had a good segment idea earlier.
Oh, what's your segment idea?
But I can't remember what it was called now. It was like, you know, did you ever wonder? Or
well, we could, like, name it another time.
Something like that. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, we could definitely, you know, name it something else some other time.
Yeah. What's your thing? What are you segmenting? What's it about?
I was curious about horseradish.
Oh, yeah?
Because I can't remember what we were talking about not that long ago, and it had horseradish in it.
Oh,
do you remember?
When I made a roast.
Oh, that's what it was.
I was going to have a little horseradish on the sandwich.
But we didn't have any.
No, because I so rarely use it that it goes bad.
So, you know, got me to thinking.
Yeah.
You know, where's horseradish? Why is it called horseradish?
I don't know.
Do you want to know?
Kinda. I think it's like a root.
Yeah, so it's the same family as
Like a carrot?
Carrots and other radishes and like even like wasabi roots and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's German. It's a variation of the original German name, which was Meerrettich, meaning sea radish.
Oh, because they're available in the sea, or they're shaped like a sea?
I'm not really sure. I sort of typed in sea radish, and it didn't really explain why. I assume it was originally close to the sea.
Oh, like SEA radish?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Not like, I can see the radish.
It's not D radish?
It's the ABC radish.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Radish.
So it says that the English were said to mispronounce the German word mir, because it was Meerrettich. So it says that the English were said to mispronounce the German word mir and began calling it mare radish. Like mare, radish, and eventually it was called horseradish.
Oh, as in like a girl horse, a mare?
Yeah, mare radish. And then it doesn't really say when or how it turned from mare radish to horseradish, but now you know.
That's interesting.
You know? Mare radish.
Yeah, we had like a wasabi plant and I got like a little starter plant at a local nursery when we first moved here, and it grew for a while until the deer found it. It grew these really pretty little heart-shaped leaves, and supposedly you could eat them, and they sort of tasted like wasabi or horseradish.
They were good. I don't know if I tried this one that we tried, but we had it before too.
What do you mean?
It was good. The wasabi plant.
Oh, okay.
I think we tried it in the old country.
At Siri's place.
There. Oh, right, yeah. Had it at the old place.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Till the deer came by and flattened it down to nothing, and then it didn't really come back.
I downloaded a shitload of other 90s movies today, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I just went through. And,
Medicine Man got you all nostalgic and
for sure.
shit?
I'm digging the 90s movies.
Okay.
You know, there's like I said with Medicine Man, there'd be, like, they talk about his his wife. He's stuck in the bush or whatever, doing research, scientific research and everything.
Yep.
And they barely touch on, like, his wife leaving him or his wife dying. I don't even know. I can't even remember. It doesn't really matter. That's the point. You know? And now I find, like, any movie now, it'd be 20 minutes, half hour of the origin story of all of that, super dramatic, and then 20 minutes origin story of the lady scientist, Bronx, you know, of that, and then it'd be an hour in, and okay, let's start the movie now. Almost, you're like, oh fuck, I just want to take a piss and take a break.
Yeah,
my brain feels very full already. Yeah, you know, and then the whole thing would be 2 hours and 45 minutes long instead of an hour and 45.
Well, they want you to get emotionally connected right off the hop so that you don't change the channel.
I guess.
There's no time to, like, ease you into the stories anymore. Like, you know.
Yeah, it just comes at you so fast now, too. And
like, even the credits, like, usually there's, like, action before the credits even start.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Or the credits. They got the little, you know, Easter eggs and stuff in the credits, like White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it has all the little pictures and everything. You're like, ooh, supposedly...
But there's, like, a bit of a cold opening for every show now, too.
Oh, I see, yeah, exactly. Know? Yeah, for sure.
Like, it just starts the movie and then jumps you into the credits, like, 10 minutes in. They slow back down and give you something to look at.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, I don't know. The more I sort of watch the 90s one, it's like, they're cheese, and they're old, and they're, budget-wise, are nothing compared to what movies are now, kind of deal. And, you know, and a lot of it's practical effects and stuff, which I also like. But, you know, so you got to take all that with a bit of a grain of salt. But, I don't know. All the movies and stuff now just seem so dark and full. Where a lot of times I'm like...
You don't have a chance to, like, come up for air and process what you just...
like exactly.
To go along the ride with you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're just like, oh, shit, what just happened 5 seconds ago? Yeah. I don't know. Anybody else out there feel that way?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, I feel like, especially when you watch the older movies, like you put on the beginning of Splash when I was finishing up the puzzle, and I was like, oh, I've only seen it, like, in the theater and then, like, one time out of the theater.
Yeah, hey.
You know,
my whole life. I thought you'd seen it dozens of times.
No, we didn't sit around watching movies until I moved out on my own.
Right, you were milking cows and horses and pigs and chores.
Did milk some goats.
Milking the chores.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Splash. Yeah, the credits are long in the beginning.
Yeah, like we probably let the first 5 minutes play and they were still doing credit scenes and just music. And I'm like, well, I don't want to miss the show, you know, because I didn't, you know, I can either do the puzzle or I can watch TV. So
back when they let you, like, well, people are going to get their popcorn and everything later, you know, so you don't want to just hit them right off the bat. They don't want to miss anything.
You might be coming in a little bit late.
Yeah, exactly.
To the theater.
Yeah. And I love the young John Candy. I shouldn't say love because it's fucking horribly creepy, but throwing the change down to look up the skirts of the women.
Is that what was going on?
Yeah, he was like dropping change down, and then he'd bend down to pick it up. And I mean, he's 8 or whatever he is in the thing, and and then looking up skirts and stuff. Yeah,
oh my God, I didn't realize that's what was happening.
The best part of that is the mom catches him, picks him up, and then calls the father over. She said, "Get over here and talk to your son." He gives him a smack in the back of the head, and that's all he says. He doesn't even say anything at all. And she goes, "Now you listen to your father." That's so awesome.
He's like, "Don't get caught."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so super creepy.
Yeah.
You know, but
just
80s. It was the 80s.
Yeah.
You just say that with anything, you know. So serial killers, eh? It was the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, you couldn't just have a virtual look at whatever you wanted.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. There's tons of cocaine. It was the 80s. What are you going to do?
Yeah, there was lots of neon in the 80s. Spandex became a thing.
Oh, yeah. See, it's all coming back, too. All right. Spandex.
A lot of the early 2000s fashion is back in now. The aughts or whatever with the...
Oh, right.
More bootleg, wide leg jeans. Not like
and the super long t-shirts.
Yeah.
kind of style. Long, skinny t-shirts.
Wide.
Yeah, wide shirt. Yeah.
Everything's been so fitted for so long.
Like, shit like that comes up every now and then. And it's like VHS tapes of certain types and kinds now are worth like $500 or more. And I had 3 or 4 of them back in the day. And then there's like shirts and shoes and so, like an old 93 Air Jordans I just saw were sold for like $125 grand. Wow. I was like, I had a pair of those. They're not in that good a shape and weren't in the box still, but wore the hell out of them, you know. But part of me thinks that even now, a smart person now, I should just buy some shoes and some random whatevers and some whatevers and just keep them. Hold on to it, you know, but I don't want to store it all and I don't want to do it. So.
Yeah, we already got enough whatevers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Danny's laughing his ass off right now. He's like, they have so many whatevers, you don't even know.
I got rid of so many VHS tapes, 5,000 or more.
Oh, it was crazy. You couldn't even give them away in the end.
Oh, that was
crazy.
We
were looking up stuff online that people do with VHS tapes. There was like people that made like a giant throne chair out of it. And
covered their walls with them and stuff. And
like, holy,
we were moving.
So flammable.
Yeah, so flammable.
I'm like, this seems stupid.
It smells so good too, you know, when it really goes up. And
oh, yeah.
One, we're moving, so we're not going to build a heavy-ass chair to take with us out of fucking VHS tapes.
Fuck no.
Not going to decorate the wall.
Could have built a castle.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, we showed everybody, and we're like, ooh, this would be so fun. You should totally do this. It's like, everybody's like, no.
No, I would have to do that then.
Yeah, I don't want to buy 7,000 things of crazy glue.
You build me a VHS, yeah, for sure.
You know, and then you'd leave the packages on because then at least it looks interesting and you can see what they all are. You know, make it an art piece.
We got to see what they are.
Yeah.
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 I had Demolition Man in like 5 different languages. Just not to brag, but you know.
Why?
Because I had them. They were there to get, and it was probably 25 cents at a garage sale or $2 for a box of 50, and it happened to be in there. And then whenever I'd see something like that, especially once you start getting like, ooh, I got the English one and the French one, and then you'd see the Italian one. Oh, sweet, now I get the Korean one, and you know, so it's all kind of neat.
Going on and learning these languages.
I was just going to say, realistically, I probably should have, right? That would have been a good way to learn
in the other
Italian, because I knew. It's another one that I downloaded, so we'll be watching that one too.
Oh,
the old
goody.
Demolition Man, you know. You'll like it.
Oh.
It's got Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock,
Lord.
Benjamin Bratt.
Wow, I might have to wash my hair.
What's the guy from Beetlejuice? The big guy that he reads the book and he does the seance. And that guy. Yeah.
Oh, that actor. He always plays those kind of roles.
And that's exactly what he's in this too. He's like just a subservient fucking douchebag guy. Yeah. Yeah,
I do.
Awesome.
Maybe I'll go for a walk.
Walking. Christopher.
Favorite movies? Demolition Man? You going for that one?
I really like it.
Okay.
It's a pretty good movie. I think it still holds up too.
All right.
And because it's set in the future, right? So it's sort of like, it's one of those, when you watch it now, it's like Back to the Future 2, because they go to the futures and you're like, oh, it's not like that at all. They don't have hover cars and shit, you know.
We were hopeful it'd be the Jetsons by now.
Hoverboards and stuff. And because the Jetsons are like 21 something, I think. I can't remember. But, or 2060 something. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Just pneumonic tubes.
Yeah. Tubes traveling everywhere.
I would fucking throw up in there. That would suck.
Well, that'd be the problem, right?
And how are you going to get that maid bod in there to clean it? She's not going to fit.
Yeah, you'd have to come up with a way to sanitize the tubes each time.
Every time I puke.
Just a sneeze. Somebody coughs along the way. Everybody behind it's going to pick up that
sneeze.
Fucking
There's a little bit of pee in there still.
Although in the future, maybe it's a whole, like, sickness just doesn't exist kind of thing. Or, like, you wear a sneeze guard on your face. I guess that's the future we're in now, I guess.
That was 2 years ago,
dude.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's the past now. Oh, my God. I don't know where I am in my space-time continuum.
Time's just relative, man.
Time's an illusion built on a wheel, spinning wheel, etc. Etceteras. etc. Fuck yeah. Coming again to save your motherfucking day, America. Fuck yeah.
I feel like you always put that movie on and then you like have to go do something else, and then I wind up watching the end of it.
That's what happened today too, right?
Yeah, I turned it way down because I was like, it stresses me out.
I realized after too, I was like, I don't think I finished watching the end of that movie.
Nope.
I had to take off. Yeah. It's a good one.
It's not my vibration, but I'll watch it sometimes.
Yeah. How come? Does it get negative? Because they're just destroying stuff and it's puppets? You hate puppets? Is that what you're saying?
It's the whiny love story of all the main characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it bugs me. And the blatant racism stereotype of the Middle Eastern part. I don't feel comfortable with that. I get what they were doing, but
what you and your.
And some parts are funny that I say all the time, but yeah, I still feel dirty about it.
Like $1.05.
Freedom costs $1.05.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying? Turkestan. You can't really get away with that shit now, I don't think, these days.
No.
And I mean, they knew what they were doing back then, even. It's not like getting away with or anything. They knew they were going to get plenty of hate mail and hate letters, I'm sure.
It's a consider the source
thing. Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, I don't know. You get away with stuff back then, definitely. It just seems to progress a little bit more and more. And, you got your 1500s, things were allowed back then that just aren't allowed in the 1980s. I don't know why, but it's people grow, I guess, and learn,
Tolerability factors way down.
Yeah, for sure.
Tired of people's shit.
Evolution, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Revolt, motherfuckers. I was thinking about same sort of deal, like what would play now that didn't play then, kind of deal. But it got me thinking about like dead actors and musicians and art makers back in the day, and like if like Mozart was around now, kind of deal, what would he be playing and that kind of shit. And then I was going to ask on Facebook, and I didn't get around to it. So, but I was thinking like what dead actor or musician that you know of, say like Prince. Oh no, Prince just died. But like, let's say Buddy Holly, or somebody who was like sort of really like innovative.
Since Prince died.
7 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, yeah. So even then, like 30 years from now, what would Prince have been able to make, and how awesome would it have been, and that kind of stuff. I was just sort of thinking about that, about like, I don't know, Notorious B.I.G., kind of deal. They'd like go up and down a little bit probably in their career, and then they'd start producing, because now it's producing songs for movies and stuff like that is a big thing. And, so I'm sure he would have moved on to that kind of deal. And yeah, I don't know, just it'd be cool to see now what would they be into, or the flip side of it is like whatever they died of, maybe like an OD or something or whatever. If maybe they just prolong it another week and then they're still gonna die, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily because they didn't go through their rock bottom. Kind of, they didn't die. They don't know that they're on the verge of death. I don't know if that makes sense, but
second chance.
Yeah, like if you had, say, like a bad heart attack and you hit rock bottom, blah, 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 then okay, you come out of it, you're doing good, da, da, da. But if you never went through all that, even like, say, like Chris Farley, I got stuck on music. But like, I don't know how long it's been, got to be 20 years since Chris Farley died?
Yeah.
Give or take, So like, what would he be doing now? Would he have gotten gastric bypass like a lot of them did? Or
I don't know. He was never that big. Like, people are always like, "Oh, he was so huge," and it's like he hung out with David Spade. But like, you look at him,
he just look big because of Spade.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like there's like a forced perspective there. And yeah, he was a big fella, but like he was still super strong and nimble and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always liked about him.
Yeah, it would have been
You
neat
know.
to see what he could have gone on to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of got thinking about that kind of deal. And, like, because Tommy Boy and Black Sheep, that was still, like, they were Saturday Night Live days.
Yeah.
And, like, almost zero confidence in themselves, and super self-esteem and anxiety, and obviously depression and substance abuse issues and stuff like that. So if he could have gotten over that, started writing and producing his own stuff even, or who knows.
For sure.
You know, and I don't know, I don't know, it's really cool to think about what they could have done, and it'd be neat to see what they're doing now. And like you said, even Prince, it was only 7 years ago, but industry's changed a lot, and he'd probably doing, although Prince was sort of a rogue renegade, he was doing his own thing all the time anyway. He wouldn't go with the, you know, the river, the flow kind of deal, I guess, you know. But
yeah, I would need some time to think about it and the different artists that I would want to come back, and you know, just I wouldn't want to bring anybody back that didn't want to be here or that was done, or you know, you think like, oh, like Janis Joplin or somebody, or Amy Winehouse, and or the guy who did the Crow movie, or you know, the Fast and the Furious guy, or like the guy from Night Court that was super duper funny.
which guy from
And he was also on SNL.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Phil Hartman too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Phil Hartman would have been awesome to get more of that excitement in there. But yeah, I'd need some time, because I definitely would, for me, it would be like I wouldn't want to bring them back and have them saddled with the physical realm and existence, you know, just because I want more of them, you know.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
But if they were like, fuck, if only I had this bit more time, I really feel like I could have, you know, done more, like I have so much more that I just didn't get a chance to share, then I would want to bring those people back.
I love that you have the ghosts, you know, emotions in mind too, kind of deal. Yeah. You know, it's awesome. This super hypothetical scenario, you're still thinking about I wonder how they would feel about it.
Well, it's pretty dense being in the physical realm. Existence is pretty full immersion, and not everybody wants to come back to that and do it again. Maybe they're like, phew, made it out of that bullshit.
Yeah, I could call. Yeah. Wait, this is the future? Holy shit, really, you guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix would show up and be like, oh, God. Really?
It's not inspired anymore.
You guys are still just playing the same old guitar?
Yeah. You know? All their favorite haunts are now closed or shut down or whatever.
I guess all their friends are dead. And
yeah.
You know. It's a great way to end the podcast. I didn't think about the old, you know.
Well, I don't know. That's the flip side of it for me. That's you asked me what I thought about it.
No, I'm not saying that against you. I'm just thinking about it myself. Like, oh, right. You know.
The gravity of it.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the sort of inspirational side of it, and it'd be neat to see what they'd be into and who they would collaborate with that's new, that wasn't then. You know, like Jimi Hendrix and fucking John Mayer. I don't know, but you know, that kind of deal. Be kind of neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought that I had in the old brain pan sometimes.
Thinker.
Sometimes I think about things that are thinking.
Yeah, you hear inspiring questions and you want to discuss it.
You know, do you ever wonder? Do you ever wonder? That's my new podcast. Jever Wonder podcast. Your new
screen name?
Yeah, Jever. Jever Wonder. That's my new name. Yeah, Jever Wonder.
Stevie's great grandson.
Stevie Wonder.
That's a Stevie Wonder joke.
I'm trying to think of like a blind joke, but
I
don't really have any.
That's good.
It's probably a good thing.
Come a long way.
I'm progressing, you know. The 80s, those were the days.
Yeah, we were talking about not having any good jokes left anymore, and it's because we realized most of our jokes, like, you know, like back when we were growing up, our parents told jokes all the time. You know, like Dad, you know, he'd be fixing the lawnmower and somebody'd come by and, you know, just they'd get talking and tell 6 or 8 jokes back and forth between them. But then, you know, so we knew all these jokes. And then as an adult, as times change, you're like, oh my God, those were like either racist jokes or sexist jokes or dumb blonde jokes or, you know, and so I'm like, oh man, okay. So I've got like some animal jokes mostly.
Or religious, you know, they do the rabbi and the whatever goes into the bar, or the priest, the rabbi, and a monk or whatever goes into the bar. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the times have changed. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'll make up some animal jokes.
Yeah, you got good ones. You got good
I
jokes.
got cheese.
Yeah, that's fun too.
And everybody,
you get cheese from animals, so
I'm addictive.
I think that's how it works.
Oh, man. Okay, let's go get some cheese.
Speaking of cheese, let's make some fucking nachos.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird episode, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Granddaddy Purp.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Now we know. All
now we know.
Have some nachos and a nap.
Everybody knows.
The more you know. We'll do the little...
Everybody knows.
Doodle-a-ling. The more you know.
Yeah, so
sound.
that's what that's about. You guys, maybe we can put a little vote up on the Facebook page or Instagram page, and people can, like, vote for what flavor we do for next week.
Oh, I like that idea.
You know,
I did pick
options.
up quite a few flavors.
You guys could be like, definitely don't fucking do that one again, because Ramble Towns.
Listen to this episode first, and then go and take the survey.
Yeah, that's why we tell you what we got, because then if you're like,
Yeah. That was good, though. It's just more sort of, you know, I can't even get that thought out. That's what was going to be my thing, was you get about halfway into your thought, and you almost put it to words, but then it's gone.
And then it's just relaxation. As that relaxation part kicks in.
All right, let's put on a 90s movie. And
well, you guys.
What should we do? Demolition Man, Assassins. I got a bunch of different horror movies from back in the day. Huh. I can't even remember them all now.
Sounds great for me.
Well, you're going to like it.
Wish me luck, guys.
Yay, you'll love them all.
Yeah, proud of you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. If you can share with your friends, like, subscribe. If you let us
see
know
it on,
how you're doing and
if you see it on
Jason's
Facebook.
about to say. Where can you find us? On Facebook at
We Can't Pick.
And on Instagram at
also at We Can't Pick.
And now we're on the YouTube.
Yay! YouTube.com/@WeCan'tPick.
Yeah, we're there too. And
just
if
go
you
to the Facebook. The links are on there.
Yeah, if you can like and subscribe, then that helps us. And, you know, we can get it out to more other people that are like us.
Yeah.
And like you guys. And, you know, means a lot that you guys are tuning in.
I'm working just a quick little...
Tuning in to space out. Late breaking news, Jason.
I'm working on a couple different setups with a couple different guests.
Ooh, la la. Possible guests in our future.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, exciting.
Guests in the future and possible video as well. Not necessarily one or the other. Could be both. We'll find out.
All right.
I don't want to just jump the gun.
Yeah.
Because I've seen enough videos and other things on there that they kind of get screwed up and they're wonky, and I don't want to do that.
We're just going to do it right or not at all.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's going to work.
Do it right, or at least this.
Whatever this is, no worse.
Yeah, better this or possibly some visual options and friends.
We're going to progress and evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. I didn't even know this, you guys, so...
Yeah, so we'll see how it all shakes out here in the next 2 or 3 episodes. And
tune in next week.
Word up.
And proud of you guys.
Yay. Good job, everybody. Love you all very much.
Love you. Keep her loosey-goosey.
Yay.
In your caboosey. Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories.
that's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us and you're putting up with our shenanigans.